feel like it's been the longest time since I did an announcement video. That's probably because it has been a long time. Halloween Horror Nights have been making us wait for ages for this announcement, it seems. So the last one that we got was Halloween 2, and that was about 3 weeks ago now. But today we finally got confirmation that Krampus will be at Halloween Horror Nights this year, and I am pretty excited about that. So I've talked in a couple of videos about how I think that Krampus will really translate well into a maze. It almost seems like every single scene of the film was recorded with making a maze out of it in mind. I mean, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's not the most amazing film in the entire world, but it's an alright kind of film. It's worth watching it, especially if you're going to Halloween Horror Nights this year. I would definitely recommend watching it. So watch it, let me know what you think of it. But I definitely think it's going to make a really good house this year. And Krampus is scary. You've got to give that to him. He is a scary guy. So the Krampus maze is going to take place in the family home from the film. So I think it's going to be a basic scene by scene of the movie, and we'll get to see all of the best bits. And it's going to be probably the comedy house of the year, because the film is like a horror comedy. So I think that probably will fall into the kind of fun house of the year. So the kind of things that we'll probably see this year are things like big blizzard scenes, which we know that Universal are absolutely amazing at. Just going off of last year's Body Collector's House alone, the blizzard scenery was absolutely incredible. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how they arrange the scenery. And we may also see puppets, because if you've seen the film, you'll know that Krampus has a huge array of helpers, like snowmen, a scary teddy bear, all the toys in the attic, and my absolute favourite, the evil gingerbread men. They are so cute in a evil kind of way. So for those that aren't really all that aware about what Krampus is, it's not just a film. Krampus actually comes from Austro-Bavarian folklore, and what he is basically is a half goat, half demon, and he is the opposite of St. Nicholas. So whereas St. Nicholas would give presents to well-behaved children, Krampus would punish the children for misbehaving. So that's why you don't want to be on the naughty list. So I don't know whether or not I mentioned it in one of my last videos. I think that I might have. I've decided to do an RIP tour at Halloween Horror Nights this year. I've always wanted to do one, but I just never have. And usually I kind of go with the intention to do an RIP tour, and then I just buy express passes instead. But this year I decided, yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. And then basically I listened to a Halloween Horror Nights podcast called Scare Zone, and the guys posted on Twitter asking if anybody would be interested in doing kind of a listener RIP tour. And I thought that would be a really good opportunity for me to do one, because I know that I'd be with people that I like. I wouldn't be stuck in a group on a tour all night with a group of people that I'd never met before and never spoken to before. And I think this will be much nicer for me. Plus, because it's a private tour, if there's a house that we all like, we can go into it more than once. And it'll be kind of fun getting to know those guys a little bit better and hanging out with them. So it's going to be me and my sister, the guys from Scare Zone, and then a couple of other people. So 10 people can do it all together. So I didn't really know an awful lot about RIP tours. I'd never looked into it in depth. I was just going to kind of wing it when I got there. So obviously, because I'm definitely doing it this time, I had to do a little bit of research into it and kind of see what it was all about and what I could expect. And so I mentioned this book in my last video because honestly it's my absolute go-to with everything to do with Halloween Horror Nights, because I don't want to sit there for hours scouring the internet trying to find things. I just want it all in one place. So it was the Complete Survivor's Guide to Halloween Horror Nights, and it's by Christopher Ripley, and basically it's a one-stop shop for everything that you could think of to do with Halloween Horror Nights. It's a lowdown of all the past events, all the past houses, survivor tips, crowd levels, which was interesting because I didn't realise that this year when I'm there, I'm going during Hell Week. And Hell Week is when a whole bunch of American schools are all off at the same time, and it's like the busiest week of the event. And I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't have looked in this book. So if you want to buy this book, you can buy it on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below so that you can find it easily. Honestly, can't recommend it enough. But anyway, so I did a little bit of research on the RIP tours. Basically, we need to get there a couple of hours before the event starts. We'll go to our own little room, and then we'll get our own tour guide, which I think we can pretty much have the tour guide for the entire night if we want to, and then we can keep going into houses that we enjoy. I think you get priority seating at the Bill and Ted show. It's going to be pretty exciting, so I'm going to video as much as I can of it. I know that obviously I can't video inside the houses, that's naughty, but I'll video as much of the night and the things that we get up to and any tips that I pick up from it, and so it'll definitely be one to look out for in October. So that's 6 maze announcements that we have so far. That means we have 3 left to go, and not an awful long time left until the event starts. It's about a month and a bit away, so I think that the next few announcements will come pretty quickly after one another. We've got 1 scare zone announcement so far, which was obviously our lovely Chance. So what do you guys think is going to be announced next? I've heard, like I've said in a couple of videos, rumours about the Purge being a potential scare zone. A new rumour that I've heard is American Horror Story. That could be an interesting house. Maybe they could do it based on every single season so far. That could be a pretty interesting one. But what do you guys think is coming next? What do you think the original houses are going to be? Does anyone have any kind of idea? Is there any kind of rumours going out about them so far? I haven't heard much about them. I've heard a little bit about Cobweb, but not too much. But let me know what you think. What do you think about Krampus? Are you excited about it? How are you feeling about the whole event so far? And are you going this year? Let me know in the comments down below, because we might bump into each other. But that is it for now. I'll see you guys the next time that Halloween Horror Nights do an announcement. Bye! I forgot to say, if you enjoyed the fact that I dressed up as Krampus at the beginning of this video, and maybe you are new to my channel and this is the first video that you've ever seen of mine, basically what I do is when Halloween Horror Nights make an announcement, I dress up like that character and then film a video after that. So I've done 2 different Chance looks. I've done Michael Myers, I've now done Krampus, and I will do more as more announcements come out. And if you haven't seen the Chance one yet, basically it's in 2 parts. My sister is a special effects makeup artist, so she did my makeup as carnival kind of Chance and then as crazy kind of Chance. And we filmed the whole process of her doing my makeup, and we talked about all things Halloween Horror Nights. Definitely a cool video, so go and check it out. If you're not already subscribed, click the subscribe button and then you won't miss any of my videos at all. So I'm really going this time. Add me on Twitter so that we can have a talk about Halloween Horror Nights, and I will for real see you next time. Bye bye.